And now for my second whiskey of this evening's flight. I just did a Glenlivet 12, which was a nice fruity start to my evening. A very pleasant, easy drinking, nice place to start if you're going to start with a single malt rather than a blend. I have here another whiskey of which I have tried different expressions. I have tried the 10-year-old, which is very good. I have tried the 12, which is everything that the 10 is, only more so. Better, more flavorful, just lovely stuff. And then there are some expressions of this whiskey that are named after Norse gods, and they are non-age statement, and they are expensive, and they have come with fancy Viking boats. They look like Viking boats, longboats, and the bottle is encased in this wooden framework thing, whatever. You should by now know what I'm talking about, which distillery we're talking about. I've also had occasion to try the 15, 18, and 21 at the Whiskey Festival a couple years back. This here is the Highland Park Dark Origins, or Origine Obscure. It is, there's a bunch of stuff to read on the back here. So I'm going to put on the reading glasses so I can do that. Don't I look like a mole when I take my glasses off? Okay. Dark Origin Single Malt Scotch. Establishing a secret bunker in the hills of High Park in Orkney, Magnus Evanson became a dark distiller. Okay, let's get some more light on this because it's dark. Okay. Creating whiskey for the people of Orkney to offer relief from the villainy of the tax collectors. By day, he worked tirelessly in his church, providing spiritual guidance to the people of Orkney, but in the dead of night, handcrafted the best elixir in the world, warming hearts and uniting all who tasted it. Double first fill sherry casks for a naturally darker, richer flavor. Aha! You are invited to join our members club, the Inner Circle. Visit us at www.highlandpark.co.uk/inner circle. Okay. And down here it says again, double first fill sherry cask for a naturally darker, richer flavor. And it's bottled at 46.8% alcohol by volume. So this may prove to be quite a bruiser. Let's get this open here and pull out the bottle of Highland Park. Oh, it's a black bottle too. Look at that. Okay, I didn't know what to expect. So this is going to be more sherry than usual. And let's see if they did it well. First fill sherry casks. It looks like it was exclusively aged in first fill sherry cask. So it won't have any of that subtle sherry that I'm used to from regular Highland Park 10 and 12. But we'll give it a try. The only trouble with the bottle this black is you never know how much or little is left. Yes. It's looking quite reddish already. Oh, I may have poured a little too much, but that's okay. I'll spend more time with it. Okay. Get that in there. All right. Cleanse the palate from the Glenlivet that I just had. It does have a rich dark color. Dark amber. Dark origins. I've never tried this particular expression of Highland Park before, so it's going to be a new experience for me. Oh, Dark fruits. This is already beginning to remind me of Aberlour Abonad, but at a much lower alcohol by volume. Aberlour is like 60.5%. This one's only 48.6, but dark fruits. Dark red fruits. I'm getting things like cherries. There's definitely cherries. Cherries, dates, figs. Grapes. I'm talking dark grapes. Interesting. I'm also getting that signature hint of peat, which I always get from Highland Park. There's always a bit of peat smoke in the Highland Park. But this is a Highland Park with much more sherry cask influence. First fill sherry cask, so who knows what the age of this is. Could be 6 years, 7 years. It's probably not as much as 10 years. But the first fill would impart a lot of sherry from the cask to the whiskey in a short time. So they had a lot of this on the shelf at the store. I'm not sure it sells very well. I don't know. But it does have a lot of that aroma, a lot of that nose that imagine Glenfarclas with a little bit of smoke. It's like Aberlour or Glenfarclas. Yeah, but with the peat. I'm going on a bit, am I not? Let's give this a try. And you know, as it opens up, I'm getting more and more dark fruits. It's like an avalanche of dark fruits on the nose. Quite pleasant. You know, and to think I didn't like sherry in my whiskey when I first tried. I guess I didn't have the right sherry whiskey when I first started trying sherry whiskey. Or maybe sherry is just one of those things that grew on me with time. I think so. Yeah, let's go for the taste. The mouthfeel is like toffee. It's thick. It's thick. And the dark fruits, oh, this is wonderful. The dark fruits just fill up your mouth. I'm getting cherries and raisins and prunes and plums and dates and figs and some grapes too. Dark fruits just filling up your mouth. And then there's that hint of smoke, which is lovely. Oh. And then when the fruits kind of slowly part, there's caramel. There's caramel. And the smoke is so subtle, it just coats lightly the top of the mouth. And the dark fruits and the caramel that comes out when the fruits slowly step aside makes the mouth water so much. Oh man, I didn't think I'd like this as much as I do. This is really beautiful. This dark origins, I really, oh man. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. This is every bit as good as the Glenfarclas 15. Maybe even, oh. You know, I never met a Highland Park I didn't like. And this one speaks volumes for the quality of that Orkney Island distillery. Mm. Oh, this is lovely. And you know what's really nice about it? Is even though it's bottled at 46.8%, is it 48.6 or 46.8? 46.8. Even though it's bottled at 46.8%, there's no alcohol on the nose. There is no burn. This just goes down like, how can I describe how that goes down? It just goes down like it's meant to go down. It's like it was designed especially to fit in my throat and go down there. Made for that. Oh, this is nice. And you know, I put off buying it a couple times after seeing it on the shelf just because, well, because of my initial aversion to sherry. And this is just oh, this is hard to beat. This is as far as sherried whiskey goes. Oh, slancha.
Food quick.
Food quick.
Food quick.
Food quick.
Food quick.
Yeah.